live.
Yeah.
So, hashtag no regrets.
No regrets. No regrets.
Yeah. So if everybody can hear us, that's the only thing I'm worried about.
Yeah. Ah, there we are.
Yeah.
7-second delay.
That's good though.
Yeah.
So if everybody can hear us.
Hello, Ashley Mae Haney. Let me turn the sound off on that. We got 4 people watching already.
What's up, Ashley?
So we'll do the intro. My name is Josh McConnell, and over here to my left is Aaron Ace Allison. Welcome to Diner Discussions.
What's up?
How's your week been?
It's been eventful.
Yeah.
We've been really busy. I finally cleaned out my car.
Yeah.
I guess you smelled it on the way over here.
Yeah. Smelled good.
We had an incident with the children. None of them died. So basically what happened is that we had a mishap with a lunch pail that, unbeknownst to me, was left in the heat for days. And it smelled like a dead animal in my car. No matter how many times I cleaned it, I couldn't get it out. But we deep cleaned yesterday and sprayed this like deep penetrating foam, so it smells better.
Yeah, it smells good today. Yeah, my week was kind of busy too. I went and saw Eddie Griffin the other day in concert, like I guess comedy show.
How did they handle the corona thing?
Okay, so the employees wore masks,
Yeah.
but like if you went there, you didn't have to wear a mask. So I get
Were you spread out? Like,
no, not really. Me and a friend were sitting at a table, and then we had 2 other people that we didn't know sitting with us.
oh great.
So yeah.
So now I'm exposed.
No, I promise. Like I feel great. But it was neat.
So, how is Eddie? Like, he's getting older.
Yeah, I think he said he was 52.
Has he lost his edge? Or is it
No,
just as good?
no. He's just as good.
Yeah.
The funny thing is like, while he was up on stage, he said something along the lines of, he doesn't write anything down, so he does the whole show.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and after we got home, we kind of looked for some of his stuff, and sure enough, we couldn't find anything that he did that was online. So
Oh wow.
yeah,
I can't imagine. That's like Lil Wayne,
Yeah.
the rapper. He says that he doesn't write any of his raps down when he's in the booth.
Yeah.
He remembers them, and he never writes them down.
Yeah.
And it's just all in his head. And to me, that blows my mind.
Yeah.
Because
I
how do
can't-
you not repeat the same thing every
Yeah.
once in a while?
And I can't remember where I left my keys yesterday. How am I supposed to remember a rap or a comedy routine or something? But no, it was good. It was real good. But I told you to remind me of nachos, and that reminded me of nachos. Okay, so I have a gripe with nachos.
Get
Anyway,
ready, folks.
yeah, anytime you go to a restaurant, and if you're a restaurant owner, fix this because it's so frustrating. Anytime you go to a restaurant and order nachos, like you always get like the small mound that has like the chips and everything's on top. But once you get rid of the top part of the mound, there's nothing left. And then
So you come to this conclusion that
yeah,
it's the nacho problem.
exactly. And then like you go to a restaurant over in Wynnewood, and they have just like one small circle of chips, and they each have a little bit on them, but like you see the center of the plate.
Yeah.
It completely just shatters me every time I order nachos, and it's like none of them are good.
Yeah.
They're good, but none of them last.
Well, yeah, it's difficult because I've had nachos that they did put stuff underneath it, and it was soggy.
Yeah,
So it's almost like,
you can't win for losing. as
no.
well.
But I really hate when you have like a ton of chips, and like you said, just the corners of each one have the cheese on
Yeah.
it, and it's just like there's no whole chip that
Yeah.
has all the cheddar on it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's annoying.
Megan Allison's watching.
Oh Lord, hey, she's supposed to be working.
Hey, Megan Allison, get off here and get back to work.
So if y'all are watching, just
we got
let
the
us know where you're from.
Yeah.
Like where you're watching from.
Yeah.
Uh,
We're trying to watch on his phone and my phone as well. So.
Yeah. Yeah, so just shout out your town. Megan says she is working.
She says she's working, but
So, what are we drinking now, Josh?
I have chai tea, and I believe you got some too because
Yeah.
I told you to. Have you tried it yet?
No, I'm about to.
I tell you what, chai tea tastes just like apple pie. I love it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I actually really enjoy that.
Yeah. See, we're slowly weaning him on to coffee. Ooh,
Yeah.
someone said something there. What's up, Miss Susan Diane? How are you doing? We're slowly weaning him over onto coffee. So.
So, we do have. We're gonna wait just a little bit to see if more people will jump on. But I asked the internet
Uh-oh.
some questions.
Hard-hitting questions for us.
Yeah, and I got actually like 10 pages.
Oh no.
And I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting like maybe 5 questions.
Yeah.
Because honestly, we're just starting this.
This is Meg getting us back for her.
Yeah. So, I don't have last names on here. It just printed the initial. So, we can just assume that we
Yeah.
know some of these people.
Yeah.
and talk crap
We can
about
make
them.
up last names or.
Yeah. And then some people didn't want to be known, so it says anonymous.
Uh-oh.
So those are probably the ones that are going to be either tough to answer or make us blush.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, go ahead and if you're watching, just tell us where you're from. We'd like to hear, kind of like who all this is reaching. But like I said, we asked the internet, and this is stuff that they wanted to know. So we'll just go ahead and do the first question.
My ex-girlfriend, Sienna Bakerfield's watching, so hi, Sierra. All right, now on to the questions.
Okay, well, let's see. What's your favorite breakfast food? I guess they're getting you back because you always ask everyone else.
I love breakfast, so that's a toughie. Growing up in the country, I mean, we had breakfast nearly every morning. So, man, you can't go wrong with like a good sausage and biscuits and gravy, or like bacon and toast, or even cereal. I love breakfast. So, eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, definitely for me, it's always been pancakes. But now that I'm getting older and I'm trying to lose weight and trying to get healthier, I've noticed that pancakes are usually too sweet. And now that I've cut mostly sugar, and I don't know, I like the sugar-free syrup, but with certain things it doesn't taste right.
Right.
I had it with French toast the other day and it was kind of gross. Anything with peanut butter on it tastes gross.
Yeah.
With because it's not that sugary, I guess.
Yeah.
But so I guess biscuits and gravy are still a staple. I haven't had French toast in a while.
Yeah. I haven't had it either.
I can't remember the last time I've had it. That's
Yeah.
crazy. I thought maybe I've been neglecting food. But I used to be a bigger bacon fan than I am now. Now I'm lean more towards sausage, which blows my mind.
What's up, Courtney? Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like, I'm old school, I guess, or grew up old school, or was raised old school, or something. So.
Yeah. Well, I don't understand. My son today woke up this morning and wanted ravioli for breakfast, and that just ruined me.
I don't understand people like that at all. Like, I have a friend that, like, we'll go out and eat breakfast, and he'll get, like, Dr. Pepper or Coke or Pepsi, or it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
8 o'clock in the morning drinking Dr. Pepper.
There's no way. There's no way.
Bob beat us.
Yeah, I used to date a girl in high school that had to have Dr. Pepper in the morning. That just weirded me out.
Yeah. What's up, Steven? My cousin Steven. Hey, Steven, if you get a chance, if you haven't yet, tell Colt happy birthday. So.
That was by John C., by the way.
Yeah.
That question.
What else we got here?
Lacey H. says, where did you get the idea to have a podcast?
Okay, so I've over the years that people have slowly quit talking to each other in restaurants. Like, it's gotten to the point to where, like, you go to a restaurant, you'll sit 2 feet across from each other. Both of you be face down into your phone. And this is kind of a way to combat that. You know, getting people used to not talking to their phones all the time and getting them, you know, used to talking to each other.
Yeah.
Even if it's just about something two goofy Oklahoman dudes, you know, have something to say or whatever.
Not only goofy Oklahomans, but small town
Yeah.
Oklahomans. So.
Hey, coffee's good anytime, any way you can have it, Courtney. So.
Yeah, and I don't drink coffee, so he's trying to convert me.
Yeah, I'm trying slowly but surely.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I still haven't sold on it. I think it's not the coffee per se, but the hot. The only time I like hot drinks is in the winter.
Yeah.
And so hot chocolate, you know, that's the only time I ever drink hot chocolate.
Yeah.
My kids will drink it, you know, when it's 150
Oh,
degrees.
God.
So I don't understand that.
Yeah, you know, hot chocolate's something kind of different. It has to be like cold and snowy and all that.
Okay, so Jared S. asks, Josh, what breed of dog would you be if you had to be a dog for a year?
Oh, goodness.
I love that question.
I wish I knew who Jared S. was, because that's funny. Hey, Lauren, what's up? I don't know. I have a Border Collie Terrier, and he's a pretty good lap dog, and I think I'd just be a pretty good lap dog, just laying down, lazy, and
So like a basset hound kind
yeah. Just anything that could lay there and enjoy the day and be left alone.
of lay in the sun.
Yeah, yeah. What about you? What kind of dog would you be?
Oh man, it says your name, so I don't have to answer.
Oh, no, come on.
I don't know. As I get older
Mm-hmm.
and I have less energy, I think it would be cooler to have a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm.
So just like I don't know, what are like a German Shepherd or
Mm-hmm.
something that just like is ready to go no
Yeah.
matter what. Those things, I've never seen one that was just chill.
Yeah, no.
Thanks, Jared. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was funny.
All right, here's a hard one. I don't know if you
Oh,
want
no.
to skip this one. Or you know, we'll just do that one later.
No.
Okay, so top 5 favorite childhood video games from Leon T.
Okay, let's see here. Top 5 video games?
Yeah. From
childhood,
childhood.
okay.
So not recent.
Yeah. Super Mario Brothers 1, Super Smash Brothers, Super Mario Kart, Paperboy, and Power Rangers. I think I either had all those or my cousins had them. So we
Yeah.
played all those together.
Yeah.
I'm really old.
Susan,
I am really old.
We
Susan.
we were laughing about that the other day. Our first couple podcasts, I said all we did was sit around and talk about how old we were, and
Yeah.
so it's so funny because we're not even that old.
Yeah.
But I think we have the spirit of an old man.
Yeah. Tiffany made a good point. Donkey Kong.
Yeah. Frogger and Pitfall.
Those, I didn't necessarily get to play those. I don't know. First game console I had was a Super Nintendo.
So you want a hot take?
But yeah, let's do
Okay.
it.
So I liked Frogger. I got to play on when they did the whoever owned that was like Nesco or whatever.
Mhm.
Anyways, they did like the greatest hits
Mhm.
releases on the PlayStation,
Oh, I
like
forgot about
PlayStation
that. Yeah.
1. I played that one, but I have an Atari. We talked about this in another pod, and the Pitfall game was boring, but they all were. So I don't mean to get a lot of hate about that.
Yeah, Tiffany, we also had that hunting game. The only thing that would make that hunting game better is if you could shoot the dog.
Well, the thing about Atari though is my grandma bought a cardboard box. Like, I mean, it was like this tall,
Yeah.
full of games, and
Oh,
there was
nice.
probably like 150
Yeah.
games, and I'd say 80% of them were like the same thing reskinned,
Yeah.
or just like slightly
Yeah.
different, and so they're boring. But it's hard to be brought up in the like Super Nintendo and 64 era, and
Yeah.
then to go back and play like Pong.
Yeah, you don't have the patience. It's
Yeah.
just a different kind of thing.
I suck at Pac-Man.
Pac-Man stresses me out.
Yeah, it does.
You get
Sega.
Yeah.
Sega is Sonic. I mean, come on, where's my Sonic fans at? That was the game. That, let's see, Mortal Kombat. Don't even get me started.
Courtney says she can't watch anymore because of you. So,
Okay.
Courtney, we will redeem ourselves. I
Yes.
promise.
Just wait. just watch. Let's see, like 7 more questions, and we might make ourselves look better.
Yeah. Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog. I had a buddy back in high school, and he and I would play it. And like anytime one of us would get hacked off, we'd hand off the controller and give it to the other guy. So I got fond memories of Sonic. It's just a little later than what most people do.
We'll probably actually cut a whole episode about video games because I could talk all day about. Because just like if you break down the different eras of our
Absolutely.
life.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm 29.
Yeah.
So I know I haven't been around that long, but every like 5 years I got a new console or so.
Yeah.
And so I mean, each one of those consoles I played probably 100 different games.
Yeah.
And I could sit here and talk about each one of them.
Absolutely.
But Turok on N64 was my favorite as a first-person shooter. The first-person shooter I ever played.
Yeah. What was it?
Turok.
Oh yeah. With the Indian and the guns.
Yeah.
Oh, someone sent me a text.
Yeah, it was he was like a Native American
Yeah.
dinosaur hunter.
Yeah.
And I don't know that there was much of a storyline.
I don't
think it
remember.
just starts, and all of a sudden you're,
Hunting dinosaurs.
well, that and people like
Yeah.
guys trying to kill you, but they
Yeah.
didn't tell you why.
Yeah.
It was just like
Here you
in the
go.
action. There was no storyline.
That seemed like that was a bunch of the games back then. It was just like go and whatever doesn't
Yeah.
kill you is on your side.
Well, there was no story behind Mario at first.
Yeah.
Like the first Mario game, there was no backstory.
Yeah.
I felt like that came later.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you had to get rid of pizza or tacos forever, which one would you choose, Jason L?
Get rid of pizzas or tacos?
That's like sacrilegious to even ask that.
Tacos.
Uh,
Well, I mean,
okay, so here's the thing about it. Okay, for me, I love tacos, right?
Mhm.
I think everyone does,
Yeah.
or most people. But
But-
pizzas, you can change them.
Yeah.
You can have breakfast pizzas. You can
Yeah.
have taco pizzas.
but if you get a taco pizza, you fold it in half. You got a giant taco.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if that's cheating or not,
No.
Josh. I mean, it's left vague enough to where we can, and this is our podcast, we can
Yeah.
change the rules.
Yeah. Can't nobody tell us what to do.
Okay, Jason L, thank you for that question. I'm kind of questioning you, trying to like make us sweat on that question though.
I don't know Tiffany, but I think we're brand new friends. She said, "Oh crap, that's not even a question for Texas." I like that.
Yeah, Tiffany. Growing up with all guys, I can understand that video games would be. I mean,
Yeah,
that's all.
key.
I have a
Absolutely.
cousin. Shout out Rhiannon, and she played when I wasn't at my grandma's, which is where the Sega was. She would practice Mortal Kombat.
Mm-hmm.
She learned all of the special moves because they didn't tell you. You
Yeah.
had to figure them out. And so when we got back, she would just dominate us.
Yeah.
And so we hated playing with her because she would just destroy us.
I was more into Killer Instinct. I don't know. I had a Game Boy back then, the original Game Boy that was like 10 pounds and all that kind of
Oh
stuff.
yeah, the white one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it came with Killer Instinct, so we played that quite a bit. But
yeah, yeah. The only thing that sucked about those first Game Boys is they didn't have backlights.
Yeah,
So if
yeah.
it was dark or like dim, you couldn't play them. Okay.
wait, Tiffany, which SmackDown? PS2 SmackDown, Raw versus SmackDown? Because you give me Raw versus SmackDown on PS2, I'll throw down with you.
I had I had WCW versus NWO on the Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
And that was the first time you could play as Sting, at least in my childhood.
Yeah.
And that was like a game changer.
Yeah. Me and Tiffany, we're official best friends. So next week you're off the podcast. She's coming on.
And this is the second podcast that you've tried to kick me off for someone else. I'm starting to see a pattern.
No. The last one, she tried to kick you off. I had no part in that. That was her doing. All right.
Okay. I need to mark these off as we go so I can, because I'm getting lost. Okay, let's see. What is your biggest fear? By Jason L again.
Biggest fear.
I mean, he's asking the hard question.
He is. I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to.
Having no listeners to our
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah. That's an immediate fear. Clowns.
Clowns.
There's that. Speaking of clowns, there's a hotel, I think in Texas, outside of Amarillo, Clown Hotel, just off Route 66.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you need to go
seen,
stay in there,
I've
Tiffany.
seen that on a YouTube video.
Yeah.
Tiffany, yeah, Greg, I heard that I came in a little late on it, but Megan tells me that they would have to cancel plans or come home early just to get home to watch wrestling. So
Yeah.
I mean, they took it really seriously.
Yeah. I was a big fan, like, from 99 till, like, 2000 and, I don't know, 5 maybe?
Oh, Kylie, that's a deep cut right there.
What's that?
When I was a DJ, Kylie would call the radio station and say she was Amanda Couchman, and yeah, those are good times.
She would request you?
Yeah.
That's amazing. I love that. So
Okay, so we didn't really tell our biggest fear though. We kind of cheated on that.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, aggressive dogs.
Well, okay, so I've lived here. This will be my 4th year, and I've never seen a snake on my property once. And this year I've had 2, and like within a month of each other.
Yeah.
So like we had one yesterday, and it was in a box. We were having a yard sale.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it
no.
slid into a box when
Oh,
nobody was
no.
looking. And then I had one just sunbathing in the garden.
Yeah.
I mean in the flower bed. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I hate
Ugh.
snakes.
Yeah.
And I had a dream about one last night.
Oh, no.
I couldn't get away. Like it was in my bed.
Yeah, it was crawling up you and everything.
No, it was
Oh, no.
in the blanket, and I
Yeah.
could see its tail, and I seen it slide in.
Oh,
and
wow.
the blankets were like 20 foot
Yeah.
wide, of course, because it was a dream.
Yeah.
And I couldn't escape, and my legs were getting tangled in the
Yeah.
sheets, and I couldn't get out. It was
Yeah. One of my biggest fears. Okay. It's happened to me a couple times. I'll be riding my bike and I have a headlamp on it that I have to charge.
yeah.
And when that goes out, it's just pitch black. Luckily I had my phone both times it's happened, but yeah, that's a big scare. Just driving in the dark.
I think I told you about this, maybe on the road pod.
Mm-hmm.
But I had a Malibu, and the brain fried on it. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
But right before it like completely wouldn't start, I was driving home and it was like 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night when it was dark, and all the lights went off,
Oh,
and so I had to hold a flashlight outside the window just to get home.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
Scary times.
June bugs. Yeah, those are like the nastiest bugs
Yeah.
besides cockroaches.
Yeah.
And they seem to be attracted to like slamming into the side of your head.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's a favorite family trip you took from Anonymous?
That one's kind
So
of
maybe that's your family and they're wanting to know
Yeah.
so they can put you in the hot seat.
That's
What are you not remembering, Josh?
Oh,
No pressure.
yeah.
Yeah.
So family vacations on my side, we kind of do them like the whole family, like cousins and everything.
Yeah.
And so we've got a bunch of classics, going to different, lakes and stuff. I don't know. Me and Mom do a lot of Route 66 stuff, so that was kind of a toughie.
Yeah, well, I mean, pretty much you could say anytime we went camping as a family,
Absolutely.
we had a great time. I don't remember one trip that we took that was bad.
Yeah.
Or that people were upset or anything.
Yeah.
But that may be my childhood magic.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tiffany, I had one like wrap around my pinky one time, like the little legs.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get it off.
And how they float on top of water and stuff.
Yeah, it was freaky.
Ugh.
I can't. Yeah, let's not talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay, it says, Josh, you say you love Route 66. What's your favorite stop so far by Jared M?
Jared M. That one's tough. We kind of did a little bit of Tucumcari, and we stayed there. If you look, my name is actually in Tucumcari. They have a restaurant called Watson's that's in a hardware store, and best barbecue you'll ever eat in your life. And I wrote my name in one of those booths, so my name's in Tucumcari. But yeah, the Tucumcari, hands down, as of right now. There's, I there was another town over in New Mexico. Might have been Arizona. The El Troubadour, the hotel, that was another key part, and that was, I think, in Arizona. So yeah, all sorts of stuff. What's up, Kenny Moore? You big goober, how you doing, buddy? I haven't seen you in years. Hopefully it's the same Kenny Moore I'm thinking. If it's not, I apologize.
Megan L.
Wait. You skipped that one that says Aaron right there.
Yeah, that's the one I'm reading.
Oh.
It says Megan L.
Oh.
It says, Aaron, who is your favorite poet, if you have one? Well, I mean, the obvious one is Robert Frost. I mean, he was one of the first poets, I clung to that was, like, pretty easy to understand.
Yeah.
Without being too flowery or, using too big of words when I was younger. And then, I'm kind of biased because my college professor, Ron Wallace, trying to get him on the show. So
Shout out to Ron Wallace.
yeah, but definitely him. He's got like this Western cowboy type like style.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy reading his. I actually have one of his books. And so I'd have to say him for sure.
Yeah.
I know there's somebody I'm forgetting.
I'm kind of a fan of Dr. Seuss. That's about as big in the poems as I get. What's up, Devin Parker?
Okay. So Tina C says, "Who's your favorite guest so far, Josh?"
My favorite guest.
I'm asking you because I
Yeah.
haven't heard anybody talk.
I don't know. They've all been good. There's been a couple of them that kind of made me uncomfortable, but it's not bad to be uncomfortable. It's good to be uncomfortable every once in a while.
He's talking about Megan.
No. Megan, we are going to wreck Megan so hard. It's going to be so funny. No, I'm teasing.
No, she. I don't want to sleep on the couch.
Oh, no, you're not your wife. I was just...
Oh, you mean Meg? Yeah.
Yeah, Meg.
See, he's already gunned it for you, Meg.
I don't know.
Make sure to share that with
They've
her.
all been fun. I think getting to know Steve Bradsher, like, I had no idea he was in radio and stuff. That was kind of neat. And I've known him for years, so...
Yeah, and the thing with him, is, that's the only podcast that we've done that I'm really frustrated because it was such an awesome
Yeah.
pod, but, like, you can't hear hardly anything.
We'll get him back, though.
Oh, yeah, definitely, but
Yeah.
it was, like, magic.
Yeah.
I mean, it really was, like,
Yeah.
like
All friends just sitting
yeah,
down.
the chemistry between, like, three of us
Yeah.
was
Bros.
pretty...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro chemistry.
Well, I didn't mean like we were like eyeballing each other.
No, I didn't mean that.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Every one of them have been a blast. I mean,
Yeah. And it's made you think about something different each time, or, re-examine something, each time,
Well,
or think,
comment below if you've listened to our podcast and you think I talk too much, because that's been one thing that annoys me. But I know that everybody hates their voice to some extent.
What's
But-
up?
So I'm having to edit it, so
Yeah.
I'm having to listen to my voice like 10 times more than I should be.
Yeah. What's up, Carissa and Sarah Ferris? Sierra?
Kara.
Kara? I'm sorry, I'm about blind.
Okay, yeah, I don't have a favorite. We've had some
Yeah.
pretty knockout guests, but we've got
Oh,
so
no,
many
no, wait.
more.
You better say Megan's your favorite.
No,
'cause
yeah, she's my
like-
favorite person. But as a guest, I had to pay for her meal, then pay for her meal that night. So
Yeah. Well, I guess that keeps on taking.
Okay. If you could interview anyone, who would it be? Tisha T.
If I could interview anybody, who would it be?
I don't know if that means alive or dead, or just like anyone alive right now.
Okay. I have a few. Seth MacFarlane, because he's one of the greatest comic book artists of all times. Let's see here. Who's Justin Scard? If you are into YouTube, Justin Scard does these travels and stuff where he'll travel to different towns,
Yeah.
and he would be a fun interview. I don't know. Maybe Walt Disney if we do dead people.
I mean, you'd bring them back alive, right?
Yeah,
Wouldn't be
yeah.
like-
Sitting there with a Ouija board or nothing. No, no.
Well, I was thinking more like the zombie, like. Well, how does it, feel to be Walter?
What's up, Shaylee? What about you? Dead or alive, who would you interview? This is kind of like Fight Club for gentlemen or something.
I don't even know. That's like a difficult question to just come off. I mean, because anybody you say later when we leave, you're gonna be like, dang it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. There's a ton of people that I can think of right off the top of my head. I mean, like obviously, like my grandpa or my sister, someone that's passed. But
Yeah.
I'm talking about more like famous people.
Mm-hmm.
I think somebody that nobody has had on a podcast or something would be really neat to have.
Yeah.
Somebody that right before recording, like
Yeah.
video or whatever came out. Somebody like Tesla.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So I mean,
have
Nikola Tesla would be awesome.
I have a cousin that would love hearing you say that. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, if you look back at what he started and then what we're just now starting to implement,
Yeah.
and as far as technology goes, he was definitely way ahead of his time.
They had one picture where he was just chilling out in this room of electricity. He's just hanging out. So, yeah, I agree.
Well, this says Baron C, and there's a wrestler named Baron Corbin, so I'm just going to assume it's him.
Wait. What's up, Buffalo? Welcome to our podcast.
Hey, man. Can't wait to have you on.
Yeah.
Hope we don't scare him off by
Yeah.
how clumsy we are going
Yeah.
through this.
We're still learning, but we'll be pros by the time you get on. So.
It says, Josh, you seem like someone who likes to karaoke. What's your favorite song to sing?
Oh gosh. Okay. So.
They know you.
Yeah. There was one time in college. Okay. I Will Survive came on the radio.
Oh.
So yeah, the girl that was driving the car cranked it up, and there was like 3 or 4 other girls in the car, a couple guys, and including myself. And I started singing it word for word, and everyone's just kind of like, "What in the world is going on around?" Does Josh know I Will Survive word for word? What's up, Jennifer Parker?
That's funny.
And so, backtrack. Cake actually did a cover of that song, so that's how I learned the song.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cake.
But yeah,
Um,
El Paso by Marty Robbins. Yes, sir. Marty Robbins is a classic. You can't go wrong with Marty Robbins.
yeah,
What about you?
You're definitely we're gonna have to learn some Buffalo
Yeah.
lyrics.
That reminds me, Buffalo. I can't find any of your lyrics anywhere. I've tried, and I can't find them anywhere. Can you give us a link to where some of your lyrics might be?
And if not, just
Yeah.
send them to your message.
Yeah. Just straight up message us all your lyrics.
Make it work.
Yeah.
It says, what books have you read lately?
Wait,
from
you
Anonymous.
forgot the.
This is Josh.
Oh, okay. All right.
That was specifically for you.
Yeah.
Apparently, I don't look like a karaoke, so I don't know what one looks like
Yeah.
that karaoke's.
I don't know. I'm kind of glad that I look like that, though. I love to sing.
And I guess you look like you're a lot of fun. As
No, go. Well, I appreciate that.
And I guess they're just assuming that you have a pretty voice. that
Yeah.
You can sing. So, what books have you read lately, Josh?
That one's kind of a toughie.
Yeah, it's tough because they're assuming we both can read.
Yeah. I'm not a huge reader. I'm really not. I don't know. It's been a while since I've read a good book.
Well, I read all the time,
Mhm.
and so it's really hard to like. I mean, they didn't ask me what books that I've liked lately, so that's a lot easier. But I've been reading this Unwinding America.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, really cool.
Okay, that'll work, Buffalo.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're cool. We're talking to a phenom, so it's
Yeah.
what I have to say doesn't really matter.
No.
No, I'm saying compared to him, yeah. Buffalo, he's gonna be one of my favorite guests.
Yeah.
We need to ask that question in a couple months.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, so
What's up, Jim Mullet?
The Sun Does Shine. I talked about it last pod. It's about an African American man that was in prison for 30 years wrongly, just because he fit a description And
We were talking about that the other day.
Yeah, so that was it's Ray Hinton is the guy's name, and
Mm-hmm.
it was phenomenal. That was probably my favorite book that I've read this year.
Absolutely.
And it was one of those that, like, it's a autobiographical, or it's nonfiction. That's an easier word to say. I'm stumbling around here. Swear that coffee cup didn't have liquor in it. But it was nonfiction, but it read kind of like a suspense story, and so it was very entertaining. I couldn't put it down.
Yeah.
Here's a hard one, Josh, and
Yeah.
I don't know if I can answer this. Kevin R says Marvel or DC.
I like them both. I grew up with DC, you know, having Batman on every day and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, as soon as the Marvel movies started coming out, I kind of started getting into those. So that's a tough question.
Well, okay, let's do this. Marvel or DC movies. Let's do that one first.
89 Batman, and then, like, Marvel movies.
Okay, so
And then, like,
nothing from this
Wait. Watchmen.
yeah, but that's not Marvel.
No, it's DC.
No, I know, but it wasn't originally, was it? Wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was.
It's always been DC.
Yeah.
I
because
thought
they had well, I don't even know which. They had posters for like Batman in the
Okay.
Watchmen. So
Well, see, I've always thought it was like not Image, but because it was before Image. But I always thought it was a different.
yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But okay, so Marvel or DC Comics.
Oh, that's another one that's hard. I kind of
Yeah,
I
Buffalo's joke. He
Yeah.
says he's big in his hometown, just physically, not professionally.
I understand exactly.
Oh man.
Probably Marvel comics is what I have more of than DC. Thank you, Buffalo. We appreciate
Yeah,
that.
y'all go check him out. He's
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Dude, he's an absolute legend. He's like, if you mix Buggy 2988 with like Willie Nelson, that's Buffalo Rogers. And like, I mean that in a good way.
Yeah, no insults there.
No insults at all.
But yeah, he's. What I like about him though is that, you know, his music's great, and
See ya,
I
Buffalo.
love it. But his personality.
He's got a scram, so. What's up, Robin, Sweden?
Yeah, he said he's got a boogie.
Yeah,
That was-
yeah.
Okay, so for me, I grew up on Marvel, except for Batman.
hmm
And I say this, and I know I'm going to tick off a lot of people, but when I was younger, Superman was a Boy Scout. And he was, when I was young,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
era,
Yeah.
like the early '90s,
yeah, the cartoon.
he was lame,
Yeah.
because it was he has these infinite powers, but these
Yeah.
you know little simple
The-
crooks were giving him a trouble.
The 90s kind of wrecked Superman.
Yeah, and
I mean,
so when I was growing up, he was boring,
Yeah.
and it wasn't until later when I got older that when I started reading Red Son and all those like offshoots that
Yeah.
were just totally mind bending.
Yeah.
Like that stuff was a lot of fun. But yeah, Spider-Man and I didn't like the Hulk when I was growing up. I don't know why.
Yeah.
My son adores it.
Yeah.
But you know, all those guys. I didn't like Iron Man comics, and I didn't like Captain America comics because Captain America had the same problem that Superman did in the early '90s.
Yeah, I'll
was
give you
that
that.
because Captain America was great when he was fighting huge entities
Nazis.
like Nazis or and
Then
so
they brought him back.
yeah.
There's a video on YouTube. If y'all haven't seen it yet, y'all need to watch it. It's called The Death of Superman. It's kind of long. I think it's like a half hour, and that's even still the reduced version of it. But that kind of explains why comics sucked back in the 90s.
Yeah, well, they were
So-
super famous, and then it bust.
Yeah, well, yeah. The whole thing behind the thing was like, whenever they killed off Superman, they should have left him dead
Oh
instead
yeah,
of bringing him back.
They do that. Everybody.
Yeah.
The only
but-
person that stayed dead is Ben.
Yeah.
And they may have brought him back on
Yeah.
some stupid little side.
What's
piece.
up, Tim?
So Robin asked a good question.
What's up?
So Batman and Robin came out when I was like at the perfect age. So that was my Batman
Yeah.
because I wasn't around in '89,
Yeah.
and so when that was the hero movie that I had.
Yeah. I like the noir style of it.
Yeah, a lot of people hate that one. Like, if you ask them, that's kind of like the prequels for them.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, they're like, that's not my Batman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Superman forever.
No, we made Tim mad.
Yeah, well, I like Superman now.
Yeah.
But I didn't care for him as a kid.
Yeah.
I was definitely Batman, and Batman was a little more realistic to me.
Yeah. A little edgier.
Yeah. So that's another whole podcast episode we could go down around.
Absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
I mean, obviously sitting behind us, I don't know if y'all can see them, but we have signed copies of comics. Like, that's a big deal. But
Yeah.
what ice cream is your favorite from Karen W?
Oh.
I wonder if that's my aunt Karen. Karen Worsham? I don't know.
Karen Wilson, maybe. She's, if it's Karen Wilson, her husband used to be a dentist, so that's kind of a dangerous question. I don't know. You can't go wrong with chocolate chip cookie dough. You can't go wrong with Rocky Road.
You can't just name all the flavors.
No,
That's cheating.
That's two flavors.
No, but what ice cream is your favorite?
Yeah.
That's a cop out. I like all ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get to look at like this by not eating ice cream.
No, I think vanilla has its moments.
Yeah,
but it's never going to be on my top.
Yeah. You can't eat vanilla by itself.
No.
It's
Not
always
unless it's like the only thing available.
Yeah. Robin asked about Aquaman. I was never a fan.
Until he became
Yeah.
a bad A.
Yeah. As soon as he got into the
DC universe.
yeah, DCU.
Well, yeah, because growing up he was kind of silly.
Yeah, riding the what was it, seahorse?
There were some comic arcs that were awesome if you go back and read them,
Mhm.
but I wasn't aware of them growing up.
Yeah.
Where he was really cool.
Yeah.
I think it was the cartoon that made him cheesy.
Yeah. From like the 60s through the
Like
90s.
Super Friends and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Yeah.
We're all going to be over here fighting crime. Aquaman, you go play in the water.
Because he had no precedence on land at all.
You go talk to the fish. But you can't talk to whales because whales are mammals. So,
Yeah. So the ice cream thing, I'm on for the last 3 years, cappuccino chunky chocolate,
I like that, but I like it blended.
yeah. Well, I like it as a malt,
Yeah.
which is crazy, but I don't eat a ton of ice cream anymore. I've been trying to cut back on dairy.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because I used to drink like a gallon of milk every
Oh,
other
dude.
day.
I was in Homeland the other day, and this guy that's helping me out with my keto stuff, or keto-esque diet,
Yeah.
he saw me with 2 little bitty jugs of chocolate milk. He's like, hey, what's that? I was like, you know, everyone needs a break every once in a while. We're going through rough times.
Wonder Woman is another one that Robin asked about, and to me, it's the same as Aquaman.
Well, yeah.
For in my opinion, she's cool now.
Yeah, she was kind of, I don't know, she wasn't done right in the comics at first. She was kind of over-sexualized.
Well, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
You watch the documentary on
Yeah,
how
yeah.
she became. It was all bondage and
Yeah,
weird stuff
yeah.
that the author was into.
Yeah. So, if it wasn't for all the weird stuff going on back in the comics, then yeah, she'd be, you know, a lot bigger now, I think, than what she is.
I can't think of another comic book character that was created out of like a fetish like that, like something weird off the wall.
No, I think she was the first. Maybe Supergirl or something, or one.
But I'm talking about like the original, like
Yeah.
golden age.
Yeah. No, I don't know. SpongeBob. Okay. SpongeBob was cool up until like 2003,
Until the younger generation started digging it.
yeah, 2003, 2005. I remember going home and watching SpongeBob, you know, getting out of high school and thinking it was hilarious. It got dumbed down somewhere along the way, and it's dumb. What's up, Colt? Hey, everybody wish Colt happy birthday. It's
Happy birthday, Cole.
Yeah.
I ain't seen you in a long
He's
time.
he's some, I think 29, 30, 20,
He's
29.
younger than me, I think. So
Yeah,
it's
20
29.
29.
Probably 28. Yeah, you can tell how much he pays attention to you, Gold.
Times are hard, man.
I have to guess my children's ages, like or their birthdays when I go get their medicine at the
Yeah.
pharmacy. I say, Aaron, where did you go to college if you went, Alan C? I started off
Wait.
in Southeastern.
Aaron thought he was Patrick.
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
Patrick?
My battery's getting low.
Is it?
And it's just 20%, so
Is
we
it-
still got about 30 minutes. or
Is
so.
there any way we can charge it while we're doing, or we can't?
We can charge it in a minute.
Okay.
We might have to do a two-parter,
Okay.
but we'll try to get through these questions.
Yeah.
I went to Southeastern at Durant, and then I went to ECU later on. When you were a kid, did you eat the crust on your sandwich or no?
Yeah, I ate the whole sandwich. I ate the whole sandwich.
Well, I don't understand my kids because even like the pizza crust where it's like Parmesan and stuff brushed on it, it's like amazing. They still
Yeah.
won't eat it. And then, but they'll eat the breadstick
Yeah.
sitting beside it. That's the same stuff.
Yeah. That's goofy. I don't know.
What's your favorite board game?
That one's tough. Checkers is always kind of a go-to. You don't have to read directions to play checkers. So.
My absolute favorite that I can't ever get anybody to play with me is Dead of Winter because it's like a 3-hour game.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love it. I got all the expansions and everything. And then Takinoko is a family favorite. They love the little panda. And then Camel Up. We currently are doing this one that's called crud. Fearsome Floors, and it's where you're outrunning like a Frankenstein type creature through
Yeah.
like a maze. It's really fun.
That's cool.
But we're a board game family. I've got over 100 board games.
Yeah.
So that's something we'll be doing. Josh is gonna have to start coming to our game
Yeah.
nights after this Corona crap.
Yeah.
What's the worst job you ever had? And don't say this one.
Man, each job has their benefits and their withdrawals or whatever, downfalls or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I can't really answer that one.
Since my dad's watching, it definitely wasn't when I worked for him.
Yeah. Oh, I got one I could say. Up in Henrietta, there was this glass company, Anchor Glass,
Yeah.
and they would send this guy broken glass, and like we would sift through it and sort it out for this guy and everything. So that was probably the worst job. Sifting through broken glass all day.
I absolutely hated working on the water truck when I worked construction because I would get sunburnt because it was a white truck.
Yeah.
And all the heat would be
Yeah,
like
just
on my back.
radiating.
And the pump didn't work on it, so we couldn't just throw the pump in the lake. I had
Yeah.
to hold the water hose in.
Oh wow.
And it took forever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was terrible. See, Aaron working for his dad.
Yeah, that's funny.
Robin asked, "Do y'all like country music or rock music?"
I'm all over the place. Some days I'll be listening to Willie Nelson. Some days I'll be listening to Tool. Some days I'll be listening to Buffalo Rogers right there. It just depends on the day.
I like everything. It just depends on the mood.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of rap, but I listen to everything. I was raised around like 4 different people that listen to 4 different things, and so I've really had an appreciation for music in general.
And I think that kind of variety is important. I think you kind of shoehorn yourself if I listen to country music and that's all I'm going to listen to.
And no offense to people that do that, but I feel like
you need to wind your horizons.
yeah. Well, and
Horizons.
I feel like there's subgenres of every genre that you would like if you looked more into them.
Yeah.
But it's just overwhelming sometimes to people to
Yeah,
venture out. Hi, Paula.
yeah. Paul, we're just around the corner from you, just about.
Yeah, just like 3 houses down. Next podcast is coming from Paula's living room.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
We'll be over there in 10 minutes. No, I'm teasing.
What is something that annoys you about yourself?
I have a tendency to.
And don't say your good looks.
Well, first, my good looks. I have a tendency to dwell on stuff. If I think about something, I don't occupy my mind. It's that's it'll eat away at me, and I can't do that.
Yeah.
So
Mine is and I know this is gonna sound like cheesy and like I'm kidding, but my faith in people, and just my expectance that everybody is kind and good,
Yeah.
and has everybody else's best interest at heart.
yeah.
Me and my wife, I think, both have that, and it kind of gets us in trouble when you just assume everybody's
Yeah.
good-natured. So
I understand
it can
that.
kind of get you in a situation. When will you know you've made it? I guess either in life or in the podcast. I don't know. They didn't really specify.
I think one big thing, as far as like made it, as far as a job, when you know you made it, is when you don't have to wear a uniform. When you wear a uniform, you kind of say, "Oh, I don't know." That's just. I'm not a big uniform person. You know.
I think we'll know we've made it on the podcast when we have like 1,000 listeners per episode.
Absolutely.
And I mean, I think that's an obtainable goal.
Yeah.
We're sitting at 300 right now.
Yeah. I think when we know we made it with the podcast is when like people come to us instead of us going out for people, and we're starting to get there slowly, but we'll get there eventually. So
Yeah, definitely. I think if we keep cracking at it, and we have so many awesome guests that are about to be on. So, as far as I have this joke that me and my wife used to say, is that when we had all matching towels, we would know we made it.
Yeah.
And we currently do. So I guess we've made it.
there you go.
Because we'd always had towels we inherited, you know.
Yeah. Let me answer one I see right there. Hillary R asks, "Josh, are you married?" No. Are you looking?
Yeah, you definitely hawked that one out, didn't you? Saw that one.
No, I was looking for my name.
What would make you guys in the show for good?
I don't know. I think we have a good thing going.
I think once we've interviewed everyone that's interesting, that we find interesting, I think that would be the only time that we would officially just call it off.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we've done our job, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think that's ever going to happen.
I think, like, if it ever gets to a point where we're just completely sponsor ran, you know.
Or we don't enjoy it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
But I think a good vacation from it could probably
Yeah.
keep that from happening.
Yeah.
Every time we feel like we're getting burnt out, just kind of
Take a
say,
week off.
okay, yeah, well, or even a month if we have
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
We could sit on a couple episodes and then just push them out while we're on vacation.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
But, I mean, it's so fascinating to learn about people because, like, I grew up halfway sheltered, so.
Yeah, and I mean, I enjoy spending time with you, so it's not like it's
Yeah.
going to be like this
Yeah.
is the point where I
Yeah.
can't stand you.
You're just waiting for that camera to go off so you can punch me or something.
I don't know. It depends on how they answer the rest of these.
Oh, no.
I might find some. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so where do you stand on cancel culture? That's a
okay,
tough one,
okay. Cancel culture. If they said it like years and years and years ago, they probably aren't the same person they are today.
but- Oh, for sure.
So there's no
I
sense.
know
of-
I'm not.
Yeah.
Don't judge me
Yeah.
by 5th grade, please.
Yeah. If you were to judge me from the person I was as a senior in high school, like I was a mean person back then. I lashed out as much as I could. I was not a good person like my junior or senior year in high school. So,
I was opposite. I was perfect back then.
oh god. What's up, Jenny Doss?
Yeah, I believe the same thing. I think it can be as harmful as it can be good. It just depends. It depends on the crime. I mean,
Yeah.
the punishment has to fit the crime.
Yeah,
And I
absolutely.
feel like too often we're quick to pull a trigger on things without
Absolutely.
thinking it through. Especially when it's someone's only means of financial stability,
Right.
then you're taking away their job, and if they have children, that's kind of tough.
Yeah.
How do you deal with arguments between family? I think it says, how do you deal with family arguments between family arguments between two people? I think they meant to say, how do you deal with family arguments between two people you admire?
That one's kind of a toughie.
I'm going through that right now. Actually.
Are you?
Yeah.
My family, it's kind of best to not pick sides and just back away. Which, I mean, that's tough because I want to be informed about everything that's going on. And
Well, it's hard to also sit on the outside when it's your family.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
oftentimes you get pulled in whether you want to be or not.
yeah,
So, I mean, that can be difficult too. Because I mean, it'd be awesome if we could just be like, okay, don't talk to me about this. 'cause
Yeah.
I love both of you, but
Yeah. Well,
it doesn't go that way a lot.
and the thing is, everyone has their own side as far as like what they believe happened or whatever. How about challenges?
The death. Okay, we have the death nut. When we get up to, we're almost there. We're at 300 something listeners.
Oh, goodness.
When we get to 500, was it 500 that we said?
I think it was. I think it was 500.
Okay, when we get to 500 listeners, we're gonna do the death nut challenge. It's this pack, and they slowly get hotter.
Yeah.
I think it's like almonds. And
Yeah, I'm not
cashews
looking
and
forward to
stuff.
that at all.
Yeah.
I can't handle spicy food very
Yeah,
good.
it's gonna like. The older I get, the more it's hard to even look at hot stuff
Yeah.
on the shelf. So I can't imagine.
Yeah. You're gonna enjoy milk that day.
Yeah, I might have to like start drinking milk
Yeah.
after that. Okay, let's get to this interesting one I see. Was Thanos just trying to do what was right for the universe, even though it would make him the bad guy? That's from the Comic Kid.
That's kind of a toughie because we were talking about nothing being black and white the other day.
Yeah, it's not cut and dry on that one either.
Yeah. From a certain point of view, I could see how Thanos could be doing what's right, but I think he went about it wrong. Maybe since he had the Infinity Gauntlet, he could have doubled the size of the universe instead of having to get rid of half the people.
Yeah.
You know, it would have solved the same problem.
Yeah, I know there is some people that believe that he was trying to do what was right, even
Yeah.
if he went about it the wrong way. So I don't know.
What's up, David Kennedy? That's Charlie Kennedy's boy. Or Charlie Kennedy's dad, I'm not sure. That's probably his boy. Leslie Naroon, our newest fan. Everyone say hi to Leslie.
What superpower would you want?
Oh. Now, see, this is kind of interesting question. I've always thought that, like, people who say invisibility, they're kind of weird.
Well, honestly, if you've ever felt like nobody listened to you,
Mhm.
you don't want to be invisible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trust me, being a dad of 3 kids, invisibility is not cool.
Yeah.
Nobody ever listens.
I don't know. What's that one that, like, he could break his Wolverine? I'd do the Wolverine healing factor.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I think I always talk to Megan about this, about if you had the superpower to touch something and make it brand new, like it was when it was created. So like cars, you
Yeah.
know, like any object you have that you use all the time, like
Yeah.
trash bags.
Yeah.
You touch the box, trash bags with a
Fill up.
here you never
Yeah.
have to buy anymore.
Huh.
You could go buy furniture, touch it, it'll be brand new, and then you could sell it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You'd be like a Planeteer kind
yeah.
of thing.
Yeah. So I mean that I don't know the downfall or the
Yeah.
stuff about that would make that bad, but should women shave their armpits?
Yes.
I think you do you,
Yeah.
but don't expect other people to agree.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like anything.
Your world ends right here. I know that's kind of hard to
Yeah.
cope with.
So
I don't-
just so we know
Yeah.
that I was taking the conservative
Yeah.
viewpoint, and
Yeah.
Josh was taking the other.
Which is weird. I don't know. For me,
So don't at me.
yeah, as long as I don't know, it's gross. So if I was dating someone and they had hairy armpits, it probably wouldn't last long, or we'd have to talk about it or something. But
Well, here Lauren M says, "Does Josh have a girlfriend?"
who said that?
Lauren M or Laren, Laren.
Lauren?
I guess
No.
it's either Lauren or
No,
Laren.
I'm single. Who? That's weird.
That's 2 questions,
Yeah,
Josh.
yeah. No rings on these fingers, ladies.
It says, "I have to make a decision on whether to homeschool or put my kids back into school.
Homeschool.
What should I do?"
Homeschool.
We are gonna keep the kids at home. I just think there's too many unknowns right now, and
Well, okay.
it's scary.
It's getting bad out there. Like between, I won't even say the coronavirus, but like all the violence and stuff. There's a new school shooting like every 6 months, 3 months or so, and you know when's it going to come to Pauls Valley, Oklahoma, or Elmore City, Oklahoma, or wherever else?
What's
Yeah.
What's crazy is I would have never, ever, have guessed that I would have said homeschool though.
Yeah,
It just, I mean, our kids right now, all we're doing is keeping them out of school until things get a little better.
yeah,
But I mean, we did it as temporary. We'll see, I guess. What happens after death? COVID F. I thought it said COVID, and I was like, oh man,
Yeah.
that's
I don't.
scary.
I don't know. I mean, I wish we'd all die and go to heaven and stuff like that, but I don't know. I'm kind of in a rough spot right now. Ask me 6 months later, I might tell you something completely different.
Well, the cool thing about it is if you talk to a physicist, they'll tell you that energy never dies.
Yeah.
And so you have to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Whether it be where we, as humans, believe or not.
Yeah.
That's kind of up for argument. But, I mean, just they simply know that as a fact.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of
hopeful.
That's good news for anybody. I know where I'm going. At least 90% sure.
Yeah.
Well, I say that because
Yeah.
I'm human and there's
Yeah.
10% of me that's just stupid.
And I know you and I had that talk the other day,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, and that is a bonus pod that will be behind a paywall.
Yeah,
Eventually.
bits and pieces.
Well, I'm just saying, if
Yeah.
they want it, they're going to have to pay.
Yeah.
That was very...
Yeah, that got deep.
Yeah, well, it was very personal.
Yeah.
So we shaved that off the podcast. But
Yeah.
speaking of shaving,
No.
how do I tell my husband of 4 years I'm infertile? Oh my god.
Well.
I wasn't expecting deep questions.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Josh.
Okay. What you do is you go to Walmart. You get one of them really funny cards, and
We do need to have David Kennedy on, by the way.
we need to have both David Kennedys on. The dad David Kennedy, Charlie's dad, best waffles I've ever had in my life. I'm not even joking. Like, he would have like 10, 12 of us boys over for Charlie's birthday, and we'd wake up and he'd have like a ton of
That's
waffles. Yeah. So you get a card from Walmart that's super funny, and then you write "I'm infertile" on the inside of it. So he thinks it's gonna be a funny card, and then he has that, but then he also still has a funny card. I guess I don't know.
That's funny.
What do you think?
I don't know. I think communication's key. I think if you've waited 4 years and you haven't discussed that it's been something that you're scared of. And I don't know if this person has known for 4 years that they're infertile or they've been together and they just found out.
Yeah. Surely he's got to know after 4 years. What's up, Evan?
Well, I mean, it depends on if they've been waiting to have kids.
Yeah,
Too.
yeah.
So, I mean, there's so many unknowns on
Yeah.
that. I don't know. You're going to have to tell them or you're going to end up hurting them worse.
Yeah, you know the best way to deal with it.
Because if you let that lie, it's going to come back even worse later.
Yeah.
In my opinion. But
So-
what do I know?
So my idea was probably not good, unless he's like got a really good sense of humor.
Best Clint Eastwood movie.
The good? Oh no, well, no. Gran Torino. I saw that the other day, and that was pretty good. And then I saw The Mule,
Yeah.
so that's pretty good. Gran Torino is probably one of my favorites as of right now.
I like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Yeah, that one was pretty good too.
I don't know as far because I didn't watch Dirty Harry till I was older,
Yeah.
so I
Oh,
don't
I
have
did
a
see
lot
that
of
too.
nostalgia towards that one.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's iconic. All of them are iconic.
Sheila Woodell says, "Be blunt about it."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably good. Rip the Band-Aid off, kind of
Yeah,
thing.
just talk. I
Yeah.
mean, communication, like I said, is key. That's one thing that I enjoy about me and my wife is that we really don't have secrets from each other,
Yeah.
and it's been amazing because we don't live in fear ever.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to worry like, oh, where is she today?
Yeah.
You know,
Where is she today?
She's at work, and she was watching, so I know that she. No, but she does. I mean, she's amazing.
Yeah.
Can't even. I'm not even just saying that
I'm
because
just
she's
teasing with
listening.
you. Yeah.
She really is.
Yeah.
But I would hope that that if I was in that relationship that she would tell me, and that way we could deal with it because you can't deal
Yeah.
with what you don't know is
Yeah.
going on.
And it's gonna hurt later on.
Yeah.
So. Hey, you said my name right.
Hey, you're probably the only one. Okay, so who screws up more during the podcast that you have to edit out?
I trip over my words a lot.
But we have most of our podcasts. There's very little editing. Probably
Yeah.
you can tell.
Yeah.
But I mean, as far as like we leave them pretty raw. Like we like the ambiance. Like I said, there was a couple of episodes where we didn't really care for the audio because it just turned out bad. But that was back before we got the new mics.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Neither one of us has really screwed up to where
Yeah.
we've had to edit the whole thing out.
Yeah. We'll blame our guests. All of our guests. No, I'm teasing. I'm teasing.
No, we've been really lucky so far.
Yeah.
Best Westerns. Is that the hotel? Are they just telling us Best Western? Or is that like the movies?
Best Western's a good hotel.
Spend 15 minutes talking about
Yeah.
how good Best Western is.
I like their pool and their continental breakfast and stuff.
Tombstone.
Good prices.
Okay. Tombstone
Yeah.
is one of the best Westerns because out of all the Western movies I've ever watched, other than like maybe 2 or 3, that's the one I can watch over and over and over again.
Yeah.
It never gets old.
True Grit's pretty good too.
Yeah.
I like both versions of True Grit.
Yeah.
Like the newer version of True Grit's good, but the old version of True Grit with John Wayne,
Yeah.
because you can't beat John Wayne.
Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles, yeah.
That would never be able to be made today.
That fart scene is about the only scene that'd be able to be made today.
Yeah, but I mean, that's one of those times where, you know, Mel Brooks was knocking them out of the park every movie.
Yeah. It's unfortunate because you could never go back to that now. With everything the way it is now, you can never have another Mel Brooks.
No. What's up, Gavin? He's one of the people I'm trying to get on the podcast, but he says he doesn't want to be. So everybody tell Gavin how awesome he would be on the podcast.
At Gavin Brassfield.
Peer pressure.
Send him messages. Call him, fax him. Let him know.
We just went back 15 years. Okay.
The Cowboys.
Yeah.
That's what,
yeah, that's a good movie. The Shootist is a good movie.
I
I didn't like The Cowboys because my mom said it's a great movie, and I went and watched it in my bedroom, and it's sad.
Oh no!
So I cried because
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah,
And
I hate movies like that.
yeah, so, and it totally caught me off guard.
Yeah.
And I was like, I hate you.
Yeah.
So
great.
now we have this thing where you go back and forth where I will tell her, like I told her to read Odd Thomas,
Yeah.
and Odd Thomas has like this twist in it that just catches you off guard and like punches you in the chest.
Yeah.
And so she does the same thing to me.
Yeah.
So every time she recommends something, I'm like, should I look it up and spoil
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. Let's see here. What else we got?
I already read that one. Do you believe in aliens?
I mean, as vast as the universe is and everything, and you know everything, we surely can't be the only planet with living, you know, things on it. You know, I'm not gonna say the pyramids, and I'm not gonna say, you know, I don't know. But-
Yeah, I mean, just statistically, it's a good possibility that there's something out there. Does it say that? And the argument mostly is that if there's other life, does that mean that God isn't real? And I don't think so. I think that means that God's more powerful than we've ever even thought of.
Yeah. As far as it being little green men, you know, who knows?
Well, and then you have to decide what is your definition of life? Is it plants? Is it like some smart rock
Yeah.
that can't move but like super intelligent?
All-knowing,
like,
telepathic.
So I mean, it just, I don't know. It would be not like, but also it makes you wonder like if there's stuff out there like planets, why are they out there?
Yeah.
Like was
What happened?
God just like on a kick and was like, hey, I feel like creating stuff today.
This will confuse them later on.
so honestly, I mean, it's one of those things where I would like to believe, but also does it mean that, like, you know, because smarter people than me have said we don't need to contact them.
Yeah.
Because if they can reach us, they can, you know, they can enslave us.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's one of those things where, as a person, as a human, you're like,
It's better to hope not.
yeah, it's better to just say, okay, well, I hope we're the only ones. Cause
Yeah.
we may be in trouble.
What's up, Chelsea Bray Hatton?
She's someone else asked me on the pod, but never got an answer.
Yeah. Chelsea, you need to let us know when we can put you on the podcast.
Yeah, we're calling out our audience, apparently. That's the thing we do now.
Yeah.
When will you guys go on tour?
We were actually talking about that. We don't know exact dates or what, but that's something we'd like to do in the future.
We would like to do a meetup, and maybe do like a Route 66 thing where we
Yeah.
stop at different diners and like meet up with people outside and maybe
Yeah.
shoot a podcast. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Let's see. Hi guys, sorry I was on vacation when you
That's
texted
what
me.
they all say.
Yeah, excuses are like elbows. We don't have them.
Yeah, we definitely have some cool stuff set up though.
She said put her on the schedule. She don't care when or what. She'll go. She'll do
Okay,
it.
tomorrow we'll see you.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
But like we have a huge Halloween episode. We're gonna
Oh,
try to
dude.
figure out something for Christmas.
Yeah, those who know me kind of have an idea of what I did before this. I think it'd be cool to do something like that for Christmas. Don't you think?
Be more specific.
Like
What
that,
did you used to do?
that big run thing that I did. Yeah.
Okay. I was
So-
nervous.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
Yeah,
what-
those who don't know, I ran a campaign called Bucks for Bikes, and all we did was we got disabled children like myself back in the day, bicycles. So we think maybe one a year would be cool, or starting off one a year.
We're also working with Kihila Park. I just got the info today. That's a really cool place. Y'all need to go check it out. Bobby Allison and Jennifer Allison run it.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have a commercial for them on the next couple episodes.
Okay. Chelsea, you can do crafts with us as long as you plan the crafts. we didn't plan anything with Hillary. She planned it all. Well, no, I guess I was the one that brought up the park thing,
Mhm.
but she was the one that planted the painting. So,
Yeah, and next time we'll do a visual.
Yeah.
We didn't really have the setup to do that.
yeah. Chelsea, get those like baskets. We'll weave baskets with you or something. That'd be so funny, just to weave baskets.
Yeah, can y'all post the link to go vote for Kihila Park on there so everybody can click on it?
Yeah, we'll like it. We'll share it. We'll
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff.
Because I know I have it on my stuff, but I don't have it where I can pull it up right now. But yeah, doing commentary during events and stuff would be kind of cool, kind of like a radio station.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Could
So-
you imagine us doing like the parade one year?
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Yeah.
We'd have our own little table set up, and nobody would be able to hear us, but our podcast listeners.
Yeah. Me too, Chelsea. I'm kind of eager to see what you got planned.
I'm a little excited for the next couple months.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't say little. I'm just saying, trying not to be like the people. I don't. Okay, the people we had on are amazing, and they're not compared to the ones we're about to. But it's just like the names keep getting bigger.
Yeah.
And it seems, and the names like just.
We're definitely snowballing. Like when
Yeah.
when we first started, it was kind of a shot in the dark kind of thing.
We thought we'd have to beg people to come on, to be honest.
But once we got past like the first few initial ones, like we're like a snowball going down a hill. We're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So
So our next podcast will be Tuesday, and that's Willie Harrell.
the man, the myth, the legend.
Yes, definitely. I'm really excited. And then Saturday the 25th, we have Meg Williams. She's coming on.
Yeah, we're gonna ask her hard hitting questions. So if you have any hard hitting questions, send them to us so we can ask them to her.
On the 27th, we have Kyle Johnson.
He's like a family friend. I've known him for years. Y'all love him.
Then, surprise, today for Josh, we
Uh-oh.
scheduled someone on the 30th. His name's Brian White, and he's
Brian.
the lead singer of that band I sent you. Or
Okay.
co-lead singer.
Yeah,
So,
I
I
think-
mean, they're really good. So
yeah. I
I'm
think
pretty
you told me
excited
about that. You might not have, but I think.
Well, I didn't. I just found out the date before we
Yeah.
came on air, so.
Yeah.
So, surprise! Hope you're not busy that day.
Uh,
But then August we have Andy Davidson.
That'd be cool. I've known him for years. Haven't really. I've known of him. So
Yeah, and then on the 6th we have Atticus Green. I don't really know him, but his art and stuff is really cool.
Yeah.
And then I'll do the next couple, and then we'll stop it. I don't want to give away everybody.
yeah,
but Princess Pineapple. She's a
she's a
cosplayer and she's a really good artist. And then Maddie DeGraff is a published author.
and she actually came to us.
A metal batter, a wooden bat hits hard.
Yeah, exactly.
And then our last one that I'm gonna tell is Lawrence Pasternak. He's a and I'm gonna sound stupid, but he's
Go for it.
religious studies.
Mhm.
He studied at I think it was Yale.
Oh.
No, I'm thinking it's Yale. If it was Harvard, I'm gonna be full dumb. But yeah, he's amazing. Like I've listened to his other stuff, and
Yeah.
I just hope that he dumbs it down a little for us to understand. 'Cause
Yeah.
but I mean, very intelligent man.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to hear like his kind of viewpoint on
Absolutely.
stuff and what's going on in the world and all this. And then
There you go.
there it is, guys.
Everyone, click on that link. Vote for them.
Yeah, definitely vote for Keela Park. They could definitely use this. This is good. It's something that will help them out, you know, for years to come. They're doing a great thing over there, and I'm not just saying that because they're my
It's-
parents. But yeah, honestly, like I would, even if they weren't related to me, you know, I'd believe in it because it's pretty special. Anything that has to do with foster kids is
Absolutely.
a blessing.
Everyone needs love, so everyone needs family. So
And there's so many kids that don't get, you know, to have it, and that's terrible.
Mhm.
It shouldn't happen that way, but
Mhm.
unfortunately.
yeah.
But all right, guys. Well, I think that's pretty much all we got for you today, unless
Yeah.
Josh can think of something.
I'm out of ideas now. We'll come back later. We didn't do it today, but we'll come back later, maybe next podcast like this, live podcast, and we'll do the Death Wish coffee.
Oh yeah.
Or we'll wait until.
Yeah, I was actually gonna work up to it a little more, so
Yeah.
I would like to wait
Oh.
at least a week. So
Okay.
Because I haven't even tried real coffee yet.
Okay,
So I don't want to die.
when are we gonna go see that barista? Do we have a date for that?
I haven't got a date, but I'm in talks with them. They're gonna message me Monday, so
Okay.
I'll know for sure Monday.
Yep.
But stay tuned. We've got a barista that's gonna introduce us to new coffees. Even Josh hasn't had
Uh-oh.
pour over coffee and all that kind
Yeah,
of fancy stuff.
drip or whatever.
So, and then also go check out the podcast, Downer Discussions. It's at iTunes, Spotify, and
Anywhere-
Breaker, and
yeah.
a whole bunch of other ones. Google. So, just check it out. Go search for us. You'll find us somewhere.
And if you'd like to be on the show, message us either Aaron Allison or myself, or message us at the Diner Discussions Facebook page.
Or downerdiscussions@gmail.com.
That's it,
You can
yeah.
get us, you can get us there 24/7 too. So,
Absolutely.
if you have any questions, if you have any questions for guests that are coming on, just shoot us a message. You can even comment on our pages. We'll find it.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a Twitter later on and all that stuff. Instagram probably.
Yeah.
Take pictures of.
Things, breakfast.
Yeah.
We'll be foodies.
Here's a picture of my toast.
Yeah.
Here's a picture of my toast from a different angle. So, thank y'all so much for watching. I think we had a lot of fun. This is
Yeah,
something new for us. We
absolutely.
just decided to try it.
Yeah.
So,
We're really good at winging it, like scheduled winging it.
yeah.
So
we schedule as much as we can and leave the rest to God. So.
yeah, there you go. There you go.
If we screw up, you know, it's just part of the fun, I
Yeah.
think. So, but all right. Well, we'll catch y'all later. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us.
Y'all have a great day, and we'll see you later.